Welcome to the deep dive. If you're here, you want to get smart, fast on topics that really matter. And today we're jumping into manifestation and the law of attraction. Think of this as your shortcut, your express route to understanding how your thoughts, your desires might actually shape your reality.
Exactly. We've got some interesting source material today. Basically, a YouTube podcast script aiming to make the law of attraction super accessible. So our mission here is to pull out those core ideas, give you some practical steps to think about, and maybe flag some common mistakes people apparently make.
Okay, great. Let's get straight into it then. According to this source, what is manifestation, like at its core?
Well, the basic idea presented is that it's about turning what's inside your thoughts, your feelings, your desires into, well, actual reality, tangible stuff. It's about getting your energy, your beliefs, and then your actions all lined up with what you want to achieve.
And that connects directly to the law of attraction, right? The whole attracts principle.
Precisely. The source really emphasizes that focus is key. Focusing on positivity, abundance, success. The idea is that you draw more of that to you. But, and this is important, it's not just sitting back and wishing. The source is clear. You have to be an active player.
Right, yeah. More than just daydreaming. It stresses believing it, feeling it, acting like it's already happened.
That's a really key point they make. They use this analogy like you place an order with the universe. You wouldn't just order something and then spend all your time worrying if it's coming, would you? You'd trust it's on its way. Maybe clear space for it. That's kind of the mindset.
Okay, that makes sense. Preparing for its arrival. So, we get the concept. Let's get practical. The source lays out 5 key steps to manifest, well, pretty much anything. First up, get clear on what you want. Sounds simple, but maybe isn't.
It's fundamental, yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently often skipped over. Vague wishes get vague results, according to this script. Wanting more money is fuzzy. What does that even mean? $1. The example they use is shifting from more money to, say, $10,000 a month doing work I love. Much clearer signal.
Totally. It's like setting a precise destination in your GPS instead of just somewhere nice. You need specifics. Okay, step 2. Believe it's already yours. Oof. This feels like where a lot of people might stumble. That doubt creeps in.
Oh, absolutely. The source really hammers this point. Doubt is like hitting the brakes hard. It's about moving from just hoping it happened to really knowing it's on its way. A deep certainty. And interestingly, it ties this strongly to emotion, feeling the joy, the gratitude, the relief now, as if it's already real. It's about matching your feeling state.
Practicing the feeling of having it. Okay. Step 3 involves visualization and affirmations. How do they fit in?
So the suggestion is to take maybe 5 or 10 minutes daily, just to vividly picture the goal achieved. Really engage your senses. What does it look like, feel like, sound like? Making it real in your mind. And affirmations support that. Positive statements like money flows to me easily or I am worthy of love, repeated to kind of reprogram limiting beliefs.
So you're creating the mental movie and then reinforcing it with these positive statements. Got it. Step 4 then gets more active. Take inspired action. So it's not just about sitting on the couch visualizing.
Definitely not. The script calls it co-creation. It's a partnership, you could say. You have to do things aligned with your desire. Want a new job? Okay, update the resume, apply for positions, want love, maybe join a club, go out more. But the key word is inspired action. Actions that feel right, that pull you forward, not actions driven by panic or force. The universe meets you halfway, sort of.
Right. You need to take the steps when the opportunities appear. You can't win if you don't play. And the final step, number 5, maybe the hardest for some, let go and trust the process. How does that work? Balancing intention with detachment.
Yeah, that's the tricky bit, isn't it? The source explains that obsessing over the how exactly is this going to happen can actually block things, creates resistance. It's about setting the intention, doing your part, and then surrendering the outcome, trusting that it will unfold, maybe in ways you don't expect. Faith in the timing.
Okay, those are the 5 steps. Clarity, belief, visualization, affirmations, action, and trust. But the source also flags some common mistakes, things that trip people up. First one, focusing on lack. It's so easy to do that, isn't it?
Incredibly easy. The script points out how often we say things like, I'm broke or I'll never find anyone. And the idea is what you focus on expands. So talking about lack just reinforces, well, lack. It can actually push away what you want. The advice is to consciously flip the script. Catch yourself and refocus on what you do want. Shift attention to the desired outcome.
Train your brain to see the potential, not the problem. Okay. Second mistake, impatience. We want everything yesterday.
Absolutely. Instant gratification world, right? The source talks about divine timing, suggesting things unfold according to a larger schedule, not always ours. So it emphasizes patience. Keep holding the belief, keep taking the inspired action, but trust the timing, even if it feels slow.
Right, letting go of the timeline too, in a way. And the third common mistake, not aligning your energy. What does that mean practically?
This links back to belief, really.
Yeah.
If deep down you feel unworthy, if you don't believe you deserve the good thing you're asking for, the source suggests that creates an internal conflict, like one foot on the gas, one on the brake. It repels the very thing you want. So it stresses doing that inner work addressing self-worth issues, healing old stuff, becoming an energetic match for your desire.
So it's not just surface level positive thinking. You might need to dig a bit deeper. Okay, so to shift gears a bit towards encouragement, the source mentions success stories and gives some quick tips. What kinds of successes are we talking about?
Well, the script mentions people apparently manifesting dream jobs, finding soulmates, getting unexpected money, things like that. They're presented more as illustrations of what proponents believe is possible rather than hard proof, but they're meant to be inspiring.
Okay, and those quick tips, something listeners can maybe try.
Yeah, one concrete tip is starting a manifestation journal. The idea is to write your desires down, but in the present tense, as if they've already happened. Like, I am so happy and grateful now that I have whatever the desire is, and review it daily. There's also this interesting idea mentioned that the universe loves speed, meaning when you're really aligned, feeling good, taking action, things can sometimes happen faster.
That's a nice thought alignment, potentially speeding things up. So wrapping up this deep dive, based on this source material, the big takeaway seems to be the power of our thoughts, our beliefs, our focus.
Exactly. It offers this framework. Get clear, truly believe, visualize, act, and trust. And crucially, deal with the internal blocks, the lack mentality, the impatience, the feelings of unworthiness that can get in the way.
Right. So for everyone listening, maybe just pause for a second. Is there one area in your life where you might want to apply some of these ideas? And what's one tiny inspired step you could maybe take? Even just getting super specific about a desire instead of keeping it vague, that could be a great start. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us today.